YouTube, what's going on, man? It's Black Couch Booking here with another video. If you're new to the channel, please like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for the love and support thus far. But let's get right into the video. So, I made a video like this like some time ago, and the reason why I have to make it again is that it's pretty much the same thing. Like, WWE's creative has proven to me and to you guys, like, multiple times throughout the years, not just last year, not just the year before that they cannot book two women's champions at the same time. It's like this: they give one an interesting story or interesting like side plot, and the other one just fights random people for no reason. I'm bullshitting. Think about this, right? When Rhea Ripley and Io Sky were champions, Rhea Ripley, it could go either way. I thought that Rhea Ripley was just going against people randomly, and I like Rhea Ripley a lot. Rhea Ripley was just going against people randomly, where Io had a story, but the story was really her and Bayley, but that wasn't going to come to fruition until WrestleMania. So you could almost say that there was no story between either at all, but at least we kind of knew where it was going, even though Io's title defenses were hella random. With Rhea, it wasn't much of a story to get to WrestleMania, to be honest. Like, Becky just won a #1 contenders match, and she's going to face Becky. Oh, she's going to face Nia Jax for whatever reason. Oh, she's going to face this person for whatever reason. Io Sky, she's facing these randoms, but in the back of our minds, we know this is, we know what's going to come to fruition is that Bayley is going to be the one that she's going to go against at WrestleMania. So it's like, and they were like building the story where obviously they were talking about her behind her back, and there were like little signs that, oh, they weren't really helping each other out as much, and all this stuff. And the Royal Rumble was a story within itself. So okay, understandable, right? But now look where we are right now, right? Which Bayley won the title, and now what is she doing? She's facing all newcomers, all challengers are welcome, essentially. What was the story with Naomi and Tiffany Stratton? Not really a story to get to that point. The story with Piper Niven, she's from Scotland, so we're gonna put on for the hometown. Liv Morgan has the story, because at the end of the day, her going against Becky Lynch made sense, because Becky Lynch cost her. She feels Becky Lynch cost her multiple times, and she had to get that belt off of Becky to get revenge at Rhea Ripley. So there's a long-term story there. When Rhea Ripley comes back, she's going against Liv Morgan because she has her belt and she has her dom. That makes a lot of sense, and it's a concurrent story that is going to like blow up it like with a huge payoff in the end. So that's perfectly fine. But on the other end, what is Bayley's story going to be? They're not going to let Io Sky win Money in the Bank twice. If they did a long-term storytelling like that, where Io Sky won the Money in the Bank again and cashed in on Bayley again, or she said, hey, I'm gonna cash in on you at WrestleMania, that would be a great long-term story. But I don't want to see that happen, because I don't want to see Io Sky be champion again until they figure out like what they should do with her, which I don't think they're gonna figure out anytime soon. So I just think WWE Creative has this issue, and it's an issue that I don't know how you solve it at this point. Like, they don't know how to book. It might not even be just the women, but that's what I'm focused on, because think about right now, Cody Rhodes is my guy. Why haven't we pulled the trigger on Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton? Why haven't we set that story up as of yet? Like, we AJ Styles, the little side plot, oh, he fake retirement, blah blah blah. Okay. But on the other end, we have another story building up, where, well, I personally think, I thought that Finn Balor was going to be the guy to go against Damian Priest, but but that story can still build. And Seth Rollins versus Damian Priest is a story within itself, because obviously Seth Rollins, he lost Drew McIntyre, and the Drew McIntyre got cashed in on by Damian Priest. So at least there are some elements of continuity there. Whereas Cody Rhodes is just facing guys, he's the champion, which you can make a story out of that within itself, but that's not what they're doing. They're not making the story as, oh, now that Cody Rhodes is won, he's the people's champ, he's doing open challenges, he's doing this, he's doing that. That's not what's happening right now. What's happening right now is just random bullshit go. Cody Rhodes is a story wrestler, so you need to put him in a feud with somebody and make it make sense. Obviously, a one-off with John Cena for the belt would be great to see. That's something I would like to see. But you can even make a story out of that. There are elements there that we can play with. But back to the women though, this has been common for so long when they have two women's championships, where you always see one that has a great story, right? And then the other one is like, okay, she's just fighting just to fight, essentially. Even when it was the Raw and SmackDown women's championships, it was pretty much the same thing. I mean, think about it. The story with Rhea and Charlotte at WrestleMania made sense. They faced each other at WrestleMania before for the NXT Championship, Women's Championship, and Rhea wanted her get back. Whereas Bianca Belair and Asuka, it was just, they're just gonna fight. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't know how to write two. It's like they don't know how to write two stories at once. They don't know how to chew gum and walk at the same time. I don't understand. Like I don't know how it works. I don't know if there's 15 people, 20 people. Man, put 5 here to do this, 5 to do this, 5 to do that, 5 something. Like it's just not working out, bro. This is what makes like the secondary champion or the other champion boring. Like they make one have this dope story where they're gonna keep going, and the other one just like is being fed scraps, essentially. Because Liv Morgan's story is cooking, and they're taking advantage of what Liv Morgan can bring to the table, which is character work. Her wrestling isn't the greatest wrestling. She does great enough, but the character work is what get Liv Morgan over. Whereas Bayley, it's supposed to be either way. She's a part of the 4 horsewomen of WWE, right? She's supposed to be great, and I love Bayley, but they haven't done her like any service, because she can do both. She can wrestle and she can add to the story. Man, when Bayley first turned heel, that was one of the best runs I've seen in the women's division. The story made sense. She had a great opponent in Sasha Banks, great opposition leading up to the moments and things like that. And even when she came back with Damage Control, that was a great story within itself. And the payoff was at WrestleMania, and the story was complete. Now we have to reset and find something new. I think if we could have continued her versus Naomi, it would have made a lot of sense. That's her friend. She's been supporting her in TNA. She's been supporting her. Both of them been supporting Sasha Banks, aka Mercedes Moné, over in AEW and New Japan. So like the story was right there. You could have just kept going. Then you had to add Tiffany Stratton for no reason. Tiffany Stratton could be a story within itself as well. Later on, like, hey, this is the young up and comer. You know what I'm saying? She doesn't respect the vet. Blah blah blah. Let's have a 2 out of 3 falls match or something like that. Like, man, we could have been cooking, bro. Cause I don't know what's next. I mean, I'm gonna tune in SmackDown and see what they come up with. But I'm not hopeful, man. They're not good at writing 2 champions at once. You know what I'm saying? I say they're doing all right with the mid cards right this second with Logan Paul and Sami Zayn. At least they both have something going on. And then with the tag team championships, they really only have something really going on for Austin Theory and Grayson Waller, because we know what's about to happen with that. But with the Awesome Truth, it's just like, yeah, they're gonna just defend their belts against whoever the number 1 contender at that time. You know what I'm saying? The WWE is about wrestling, duh. But the stories make a huge difference, and it pushes the interest over the table, like over the top. Like at Clash at the Castle, people were mostly interested. Obviously, it's because they're hometown people. People were very interested in the Drew McIntyre versus Damian Priest, because they know the stories there with CM Punk. We all knew some way, somehow, either CM Punk was going to get involved, or if Drew won, he's going to get CM Punk, or CM Punk's going to cost him at SummerSlam. We knew something like that was going to happen. With Bayley versus Piper Niven, I knew Bayley was going to win. I wasn't shocked. Like, it was nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just got to figure that out, man. But if you agree, let me know. If you disagree, let me know. I'm just giving my opinion. And I hope to keep dropping consistent content for you guys. Thank you for the love and support. I'm going to talk to y'all later, though, man. Peace out.